So as Ross was saying, Atlassian has incorporated a lot of AI features into their Jira software tool, and it just helps a lot of the project managers to do their work more efficient, make decisions faster, with more data, and focusing what's really important. So I don't know if everyone already knows how Jira software works, but in Jira, you can, as project manager, can set two different type of projects. You can either have Scrum projects or Kanban project based on your needs. So for example, here this we have a Scrum project where you can have a backlog, the active sprint, and the different statuses for each of the tasks that we are currently working on. So starting from the beginning, when project managers are working in the backlog with Jira software, it's really easy to gather all the information from multiple sprints and the backlog and just move things around, prioritize, rank the issues, and schedule them for each of the sprints. So in this example, we have one of these of the sprints, and it's super easy to rank them just by dragging and dropping the work items. So it's super easy to do the ranking. Same thing, if you need to move things from one sprint to the other, you can just select the work item and move it to a different sprint. That this will say that the ask for a confirmation, that you just confirm, and the work item will automatically be moved. Same thing, if you decided as a team or as a project manager that this work item for some reason is not going to be worked in the current sprint and you want to move it to the backlog, same thing, you'll just drag and drop the work item, confirm it, and the work item has been moved. So the way to do it is super fast. Another thing that's super easy with Jira software is that if you have a sprint and there are work items that for some reason you did not finalize the work for them, you can just complete the work item and the tool automatically will tell or ask what do you want it to do the work with the work items that are not, or that are still in progress. So you can select to move them to the second sprint, well, the next sprint that will start soon, move them to a new sprint, move them to the backlog, and the tool will just do it for you. So in this case, I'm going to move everything that's on the sprint 1 to sprint 2, click on complete sprint. It will load all the information. It will ask as well if you want to do a retrospective document in Confluence, so you can select where you want to do add that page. If you want to do a whiteboard, or if you want to do a live doc where you can interact with everyone that worked on this project, and get the retrospective to get some feedback and improve your processes on the next project. I'm going to cancel this for this example. As you can see right now, all the work items were moved to the second sprint automatically without me having to manually go one by one and move them all. Then now you can just click on start sprint, select what's the date for the sprint, when it will end, the duration, if it has a set duration, for example 2 weeks. Click on start, and automatically my active sprint is now the sprint of week number 2, and you can see all the work items that I have here. In terms of the work items and how to work with them, you can just drag and drop from one status to the other. If there's a transition that you can enable it, so you can just drag and drop, and now this work item, for example, just went to the next status, which with depending on how the project is set up can trigger some automations that will either auto assign a person to work on this issue, send specific notifications, or tag someone to work on the work item, and different things, like automations that I will show in a moment as well. Apart from that, and with the use of AI, let's search for let's go to any of these work items and see how the AI can help me improve my speed of the things that I do. So let's go to another one that's a bit more clear. Let's go to this one here. So I'm gonna ask the AI to write a clear description for this user story. So I'll just select this button, which is the writing assistant, and I'm gonna tell him, write a detailed user story, detailed description for the following user story, 2 dots, boom, and I'm gonna paste. Oh, I should have done that first. Let's do it again. Write a detailed description for the following user story. And automatically the AI will generate that detailed user story, and that basically will save and free up my time. I don't know, probably 5 minutes that it will take me to write the detailed user story. So as you can see right now, the AI is thinking. Depending on the complexity of what you're asking, the answer will be faster or a bit slower. And in this case, my browser just, okay, there you go. So as you can see, this is the detailed, go back. This is the detailed user story as I'm the user. So it has and matches all the details that a user story should have. From here, I can tell him to refine it, make it shorter. If I think it's too long, I can ask her to make it more professional, basically just change the tone of what the AI provided, or I can even translate it to different languages if this is something that's going to be worked by someone that doesn't know how to speak English. So I can translate it to any other language. So for example, right now I'm going to say French. Everything that was there in English is going to be translated to French in a moment, and then I can just click save, and that easy. You have a detailed user story in French, even though that I don't speak French, but yeah, I will have it for someone in France to work on that item. Let's give it just a few more seconds, and this should be ready. Come on, I think that's the matter with my browser right now. That's stopping. There you go. So I can just click on insert, save it, and right now my work item, my user story, has a detailed description in French. Another really cool feature with AI or any other user story, for example, for this one, if I want to create subtasks, how this process would usually work is that I, as a project manager or with my team, we will create all the subtasks that are going to be needed for completing this user story. But with the assistance of AI as well, I can auto-generate all those subtasks. So once again, I can click this button and the AI will read through the description what the story is gonna talk about, and automatically it just provided some subtasks that I suggesting that we should work on. So I can run one by one, accept it or deny them, or just click accept all, and in a matter of seconds we have how many 6 user stories or subtasks associated to my story that people can directly start working on. So it's super easy. I can of course update the description for each of them or just leave them as they are. From here I can manually add something else. If I think that something else is missing, I can go here, create another subtask. For example, well, it's just creating a subtask. So subtask 5, create. Instead of doing what I just did, for one subtask, the AI just automatically provided everything that I can do. So that is super useful, super helpful. And the AI doesn't work just in the work item description, as you can see here, or for the subtask, but also when you communicate with the people that requested the work item or the people that are working on this, you can always have this option here to ask assistance for assistance to the AI. So here I can ask him to reply a comment or a comment based on my previous comment. I can ask to summarize whatever information that I had. In this case, there is no history of the comments, but and of course I cannot summarize anything, but I can ask to summarize. If there was a long thread of conversations, we can just ask for a summary. So those are two really cool features and how we can use the AI in terms of planning and working on tasks, subtasks, user stories in Jira software. Apart from that, when people are working, when project managers need to know the status of things, you can either scroll through multiple work items until you find what you want, or you can also do some queries or use filters to get to the information that you need. In terms of Jira, it provides some basic filtering where you just select the project, the assignee, so you can filter based on different fields, or you have one more advanced way of searching, which is JQL, which is Jira query language. So there are some words, some functions that you need to know to write these JQL queries. For example, let's say in a basic search, I want to search for projects in the mobile dev where the assignee is the current user. Right now, it doesn't bring any result because I don't have anything assigned to me. So let's say Santiago, I think he has something. There you go. Nope, he doesn't have anything. So assignee, there you go, Mitch Davis. Mitch Davis. So that's the basic search. If I switch it to JQL, this is how doing that filter would need to be written in a JQL filter. Of course, there's a lot of people that does not know how to write this and get even more complex filters, but here's where AI comes in place. So I can ask the AI in a natural language what I want to find, and the AI will translate what I am saying into JQL. So for example, I can ask the JQL to find box creator in the last 30 days. So as you can see, it's just natural language, regular expression, and this will translate it into a JQL format. So issue type is bug, created greater or equal than 30 days, and ordered by the date that it was created. I can also ask him, for example, show all the stories stories that are in progress. Once again, click enter, and this will update the JQL and will throw the different stories. As you can see here, the issue type is a story and everything has an in progress status. So once again, with AI, there's no need to know technical JQL language. You just use regular expressions, regular language words, and this will do the magic and generate what I want, the complex JQL for us. Apart from that, for project managers that also create the projects and administer each of the projects, there are some times where you need to set up automations. For example, when a specific issue type is created, you want some specific person to be auto-assigned to those kind of requests. So you can just go to automations. Let me go to the automations. And instead of creating and knowing how to create automations, like knowing what's the say create rule, what's the trigger, what's the action, etc., you can create automations just with AI. So I can say to create an automation that will have comment to all the subtasks when a parent is transitioned to in progress. So once again, instead of me going through like the trigger, the action, and everything else, all that structure, the AI will do the work for me, and it automatically creates everything. So from here, I can just review if this is exactly what I needed, and if it wasn't, I can do some modifications, just turn on the rule, and automatically this will be ready to be used. So it is that easy, that simple, not a lot of technical knowledge to even create automations and facilitate further the work that people will do. Ross, do I still have time to show a bit about Robo? How are we doing with time?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's I think that's valuable, probably better than my deck. And so, yeah, let's take the video and.
Okay, so let's do some Robo right now. Robo is the next level AI assistant in Atlassian, and it has a bunch of agents that are already pre-built in here. Let me just go to the main screen so that you don't confuse with automations. Okay, and as I was saying, you have multiple agents that you can use based on your needs. You have, for example, the progress tracker agent. This agent will look into the information and provide a real-time overview of the projects that we have right now. So, for example, I want to see what's the progress that has been done in my project. I can select some of the options that the agent already provides. It will go and read through the projects that I have access to, and in a moment, it will bring me a lot of details and information for all of those projects, and that helps like avoids me going to any of the projects and go one by one, seeing what has changed. And just like this, it is providing me that overview, for example, on the mobile dev project, everything that has happened on the second project, same thing on the fourth project, and it also includes a Confluence page that can be created with all that summary of the updates that have taken place in the last couple of days. So the progress tracker agent, super useful. We also have the bug report assistant, for example. Let's go to the bug report. Here, bug report assistant. And I'm gonna ask him to provide a template for writing clear and concise bug reports. And let's see what the AI agent provides. So there you go. So I can use this as a reference and then use it to create the bugs in any project that may require to create a bug. It also shows follow-up questions that I can ask, and then I'll just have further interaction with the agent. And apart from the multiple agents that you have that are pre-built in Jira software, you can also create your own agents based on your needs. So you see here, you have the create button, and also for creating agents, you have an AI that will guide you in the process to create a specific agent. So here, you will describe to the AI what kind of agent you need. So I'm gonna say, I already prepared something for this, so I'm just gonna copy paste it. And let's make it here. I'm gonna create an agent. It's specialized in summarizing stories. As you can see here, based on on the input that I added for the assistant, it provides some more details about what my agent is gonna do. It's asking for the name for the agent, so let's say just use that name. Just with the AI, I'm building the specific agent that I want. I leave it up to you. Let's just finish this, and you will see that how easy you can create your agents. Not for now. And basically, you'll just answer to the questions that the AI will ask, and in a moment, these agents will be created. Okay, we are all set. This is the binary summary of what we have. Let's say yes, I'm happy. And that is it. The agent is ready. I can just say review agent. I have the agent ready and activated, and as soon as like that, I have the agent ready, and everyone can be using this agent to analyze Jira user stories. So as you can see, Jira has a lot of AI features that, if they are used properly, can help a lot to not just project managers, but everyone using Jira in a daily basis.